Fuck, man, we're back. Okay, well, hi, I'm back. I'm Turtle. Welcome. Second episode. What is it? Week 42 of 2025. Uh, Episode 2 of my week. Wow, how crazy. I don't like how close I seem to be to the camera. Okay, that's okay. I just need to stand back. But hi, I'm back. In short, my week's been very fucking boring. But again, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about it because it's my free time to yap. And hi, India, if you're watching this one again. It was really funny because the last one I saw had one view, and the average view duration was the whole video. So India just kind of sat there and listened to the whole thing, or watched. I don't think she did watch. I'm going to need clarification. Did you actually like sit there and watch me just kind of stand here, do my fucking arm movements? I don't know. I need to open this because my throat gets really dry. I have a very cold can of Coke. It's an off-brand cocoa. I almost choked, but we don't laugh at it. Okay, so Monday we're gonna start. Monday. I have my little diary notes because I have a diary and it makes things easier. Wow. So boring fucking day. I couldn't tell you what I did. I went to college. Nothing notable happened. Boring fucking day. And that was Monday. So, yeah, great day. So, Tuesday actually has value. So, Tuesday, college was okay, you know. The morning was okay. I got the bus and no one was on there. So I just sat on my own because I like doing that. And it was a nice one. And when I got to college, I went to the second floor computer like I usually do. And Lydia was there. My friend Lydia, blue hair. I feel like I mentioned her in the last one. But she was there and I waved at her, and my two friends, Keris and Karanji, were sat at the computer. So I went over to them and I spoke to them. But then I decided, hey, I kind of want a crunchy. So, because part of my morning routine is I go to the college shop, buy a crunchy, walk around whilst I eat it. And then after I've ate it, I'll go sit at a computer and do work. So I went and got my crunchy and I went back up. I showed Lydia the crunchy. And then I spoke to Keris and Karanjit and Robin. I don't know if I mentioned Robin. Robin's a cool girl. Um, but yeah, I spoke to them and then I just decided I'm gonna go to my lesson. And so I did do that. In psychology, it was okay. It was mostly just testing our understanding of retrieval failure, and it feels like I understand it pretty well. So that's always good, you know. It was easy lesson, but Yasrian, Yasrian has set up a 16-mark essay that was due in for Thursday on the same week, which was really irritating, but it's something to do, I suppose. So that was nice. And then I had my first break after psychology. I sat with Soph, Oakden, and Karanjit, and we just spoke at the computers. And Lydia, she came up to us at one point asking me if I'd seen Sadie, who's a friend. But Sadie was literally sat behind me. So that was quite funny. And then me and Soph just sat there making fun of Karanjit because she uses AI for her work. But it was funny. And then we were all in a form together. So we just went to form. And that just kind of continued. We just made fun of Karanjit the whole way through, and that was okay. And then I had film. Film. We didn't do a whole lot. Starting Psycho. We started Psycho, the film, the Alfred Hitchcock film. Alfred Hitchcock film. Alfred. I don't know what I said. Alfred, like Alfred. Alfred Hitchcock film. Alfred Hitchcock film. But I'm excited for that. I don't know why I'm speaking like I'm living in Tuesday. It's just because I said so. I'm excited for that. But I was excited for that, and hopefully, I hoped. I need to figure out how to say these things in the past tense. But I hope we were doing that the next day. So that was cool. Criminology. It was okay. Started to go through one AC 1.6, which is pretty okay. It's not way too bad. Uh, it's not awful, you know. So that was okay. Going home was okay. I waited for India and everyone else. I actually remember this. I waited for India and everyone else we usually get the bus with decided, hey, yeah, we don't want to wait. We want to go to the bus station. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for India though. So I went and waited for India, and then we went and walked. Karanjit and Keris got picked up, so me and India walked with Emily. Emily's in my film. She's cool. Um, I just want to say, by the way, India, I was the OG Emily friend. She sat next to me during the first film lesson, and me and her were partnered up. So I'm just saying, I was kind of here first, but then Kerry stole her from me. Well, not stole her from me. That sounds weird. Kerry's just kind of took her. I don't know how to phrase that, but you get what I mean. But we walked up to the bus station. We're back at Tuesday now. We walked up to the bus station. We didn't really miss it. We got close. And we had to sit at the back. I sat next to my best friend Tyler Stanley. So that was lovely. And India sat behind me, next to someone. Not sure who it was. Yes. But we spoke a little bit. Joe Tickle, Shickle, not Tickle. Well, his name is, we call him Joe Tickle. But Joe Shickle, he was up there. Yeah, it's YouTube. I shouldn't be calling these people by the full names. Joe, uh, we he was there. We spoke to him a little bit. And then we got off at BP with everyone, and I walked home alone, which was nice. So that was cool. That was pretty much Tuesday. So that's fine. So Wednesday, college was alright. Morning was good. I got the bus, but the issue was Kenzie gone. Pissed me off. He knows how much I like getting that early bus on my own because it's my time to just exist before all the bullshit that happens at college. It's my time to just sit there in my own little bubble, in my own world, and just listen to music, just not have to deal with anything. So imagine my disappointment when I look up and Kenzie's scanning his ticket, looking at me with that fucking grin. And he comes and sits next to me and he's like, Riley, Riley, Riley. And it's like, hi. And I didn't speak to him. I just kept my earphones in and just turned away from him because I was not fucking doing that at all. He sat next to me. He kept tapping me and I just didn't respond to him because I didn't want to. But it was a good bus ride because I listened to some Thornhill music that I hadn't heard before. So I listened to Viper Room, fucking banger. I love it. talking about eyes again, something I noticed with Thornhill, like pretty early on, was that they really like talking about eyes. Eye imagery is very big on them for some reason. And then I listened to their cover of Supermassive Black Hole, which was really nice. And then I listened to their first ever album, The Dark Pool, which was different because their second and third album, Heroin and Bodies, they're very weird albums. Yeah, they're very weird, very experimental. The Dark Pool is just metalcore, which I don't hate. It's a really good album. I love it. But it's different for what they are now. So yeah. But I really like the album. I can see it being classed as my favorite album from them. I do like it, but I'm really happy that they changed, because if they kept doing basic fucking metalcore, would have gotten boring so quick. But it's okay. So then I got to college, and my friend Lydia, great, great guy. We love her. But she snapped me because I had snapped her being like, fucking hell, I can't escape my friend. And she was like, why don't you come find me? Um, and so I was like, okay, I'm on my way. And then I went and found her, and I sat there and we spoke together, and she was talking about her dreams to me, and I was just kind of sat there listening while she spoke to me. It was quite fun actually. But then her friend showed up, and I just kind of sat there listening to them all talk, and they were all talking about this girl who they think who is really weird, and apparently is really touchy. And at some point, I was sat next in the computer thing with the like walls around it, so I was sat there like sat against the wall, listening to them all talk, and just over the wall on the other side, I just feel something like lurch over and grab the ledge, and I'm sat there and I felt it, and I'm sat there, I look at Lydia and it's like, what the fuck? And apparently that was the girl who they thought was weird, and she was just like stood there, and I get what they mean. um I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, because I was terrified, but it's okay. Yeah. Then they all disappeared, and I was like, okay, bye bye. And then I went and disappeared and did work. Then I had film. Film was a really upsetting lesson. I got told off for being on my phone, and my teacher really, really emphasized how rude it was, and I felt bad about that for days. It seems so stupid, but I love my teacher, and I feel really bad about it because she was like, we don't message during lessons. It's so rude. And I was like, I'm sorry. I felt like really disappointed. uh and I just felt really bad. Um yeah. But we started watching Psycho, and it was good. I love it. But that was really all. So that was fun. My break was all right. I was sat at the computers again to get work done, and Soph, Phoebe, and Izzy found me at one point, and we all sat together. Soph and Phoebe had their lesson like right in front of us, in the room in front of us, and so they all went, and me and Izzy just sat there, and we just spoke mostly about how Kenzie is a bit of a strange guy. If he randomly decides to watch this, it's gonna expose a lot of things. Kenzie, we need to chill on some things at college. Just chill out a little bit. But yeah, Izzy's a bit scared of him. Common trope with Kenzie is that a lot of girls are scared of him. I wonder why. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that happened. I was just talking to Izzy. And then Brad came at some point and we all sat there. But then a lesson came into the thing, so we all had to move. We went downstairs, we went to the shop. Tell a lie. We went to Starbucks. I bought a Biscoff cake from there and we all sat down and I ate it. It was alright. But they also had a chocolate fudge cake and I wanted to get that the next day. So that, yeah. And then at some point, Amaya, I'm just gonna say Amaya came and found us at one point, and we sat down. And it's the first time I've ever spoke to her. She's pretty chill. And we all just spoke, really chill. She's nice. And that, yeah, we all split off at one point. Me and Brad went to the shop, and I bought Haribo's. And I just absolutely scoffed them down in about 2 minutes before psychology. And then I had to like run to psychology because I was going to be late. But psychology was pretty okay. We didn't do a crazy amount, but it was okay. We played Chinese Whispers because we were doing reconstructive memory, and Chinese Whispers is like an example of how people share different memories, and it's how like memories are kept as notes, and it's how like a person can change another person's memory. So that's how Chinese Whispers correlates to it. Because like if someone fucks up a word, then that person's gonna fuck up the word, and then everyone else is obviously gonna fuck up. I can't remember what the original sentence was. I only grasped. I've only remembered certain parts of it, but it was something about Yazrian using Fortnite skins and Snapchat filters and a dancing broccoli calling her a baddie. So that was interesting. It was a good lesson though, I really enjoyed it. But that was nice. Then later that day, I finished my psychology essay. And I really wanted to just blow up whilst doing it. It was so much effort. Uh, I remember I was just sat on my bed. It was so warm, and I was just lying there. I'd write like a paragraph, and then I'd just look at it, sigh, and then sit back for 5 minutes. It wasn't good, but I got it done, so it's okay. Um, so it was okay. So then Thursday, college was all right. The morning was bad. I was really tired because I stayed up to do the essay. So I was really tired and I wasn't in the mood for anything. I sat on the bus on my own and then obviously got off as you do. And I was walking and Keris and Karanjit came up behind me, and whilst I was walking, I just got fucking yanked back. There are many ways that Keris has told this story, and it makes me sound like the biggest dickhead ever in the history of forever. But let me tell you how this actually went down. So I'm literally just walking. I've got my earphones in. I'm looking at my phone. I'm just doing my own thing. And I just suddenly get fucking, whoa, yanked back. And so I'm like, for fuck's sake, I'm not in the mood. And like, I turn to her and she's like, yeah. And I've got my earphones in. I don't really want to take them out to talk because I don't want to talk to Keris. As much as she can be a nice person, usually the assumption is she's gonna fuck around and be a knob. So, in the mood I was in, I wasn't wanting to talk to her because I just assumed she was gonna try and irritate me, because she normally does. And so I just kind of looked at her, and she was talking to me, and I was just like, yeah. And at one point, she she says she was trying to tap me or do something, but she literally comes and puts her hand here, and I thought she was gonna like yank my earphones, and Karanjit also thought she was gonna do that. So I just kind of brought my hand up, and it was like, no. And she was like, and then walked off. But the way she tells that story to other people is that I waved her off like she was a fly. And it's like, no, I just thought you were gonna fucking yank my stuff out. Like, I wasn't trying to be a knob. I'm sorry if I came across as a knob. But, like, do you get where I'm coming from? Maybe, maybe. But yeah. And then I did my normal stuff. I went to the shop, I brought a crunchy, just walked around, eating. It was bad action. Bad action. But criminology was okay. We finished AC 1.6, and that was about it. Not a lot happened. But then I had psychology, which was good. We did the evaluation for the retrieval failure research. It's all right. Yajri, yeah, fuck. I'm really bad at a name. Which is another point for this day. She started the lesson. She was like, I remember how this went. She was like, but guys, I couldn't sleep last night, and I don't mean this in a pedophilic way, but it was something about you guys. I was thinking about 4MA. Something bothers me about them. But what is it? It's the way you say my name. And my friends have warned me about this. The crash out about how to pronounce her name. It's a silent S. It's not a strong S. It's like a soft S. So when I used to call her Yaz, that was not correct. Yajrian. Yajrian. So Yajrian had that conversation with us, and I'm really worried about saying the name because I really want to say it right and I want to respect her, but I'm always worried I'm going to say it wrong. So I like try and avoid saying the name, but it's okay. But break was okay. I bought the chocolate fudge cake and it was the best thing ever. It was so nice. I loved it. And then I sat on the computer working, just like I was really happy, but I was just finishing my criminology homework because I'm really behind on it. But I was just working, and then I look up at one point, and I just see Soph, Oakden, and Karanjit walk past, and they look at me, and it's like, "Hi," and they were like, "What are you doing here?" Because I was on the BTEC floor, not the A level floor. But we were speaking, and then we went up to form, which was good. Nothing really happened, but we all just spoke. But I really enjoyed it. But it's okay. Going home was good. It wasn't good. It was okay. I got the bus with India, Izzy, Karanjit, and Keris. Kenzie was also there, but I didn't really speak to him because I didn't really want to. We were all sat separately, so I had to like turn around to speak to Izzy and Karanjit, but it was okay. And then again, all got off where we usually do. I walked home alone, and it was good. And then later that day, I was speaking to Lydia, and oh, it was just. I know why I wrote this down. It's because we'd spoken like a pretty good amount. Uh, which is cool. I like speaking to her. She's a cool person. But she was telling me about how one of her brace brackets fell out, and now she can't eat anything until it's replaced, which is awful. I can't imagine how much that sucks. But that was that. And then Friday, Friday, college was good. I don't remember a whole lot that I did, but I know I ate a lot. I don't usually get to use my bursary on a Friday because I don't get a break. I get a 15-minute break in between lessons, but that's it. And then I go home. So I don't usually get to use all my money. So I decided to just go for it today. In the morning, I bought a crunchy and then bought a white chocolate caramel shortbread slice from Starbucks, which was nice, lovely. And then after film, I used my 15-minute break to just run down to Starbucks and buy a Biscoff shortbread slice. It was really nice. And that was really all that happened. So that was nice. Saturday, boring. I just really just kind of sat down, listened to music, and played games. That was it. Something to note that's been happening over the weekend is that I, for some reason, have got a very big appetite. You know, I had a pizza last night. I literally just scoffed it down in 3 minutes. I ate so much this weekend. I've just eaten so much. I had a Sunday dinner today. Just fucking hammered down 5 minutes. And then ate like a pack of custard creams. And then I've ate so many chocolate bars. And my dad's noticed as well. And he questions whether I'm having another growth spurt. I really hope not. I'm 6'3". I don't need to be getting taller anymore. I need to start filling out. Look at how fucking skinny my arms are. The last thing I need is to get taller. 6'3", yeah, it's cool, but like, it's mostly inconvenience in fairness. I kind of want to be short. Like, it's okay being tall as long as you're also like filled out. I'm so skinny. It's like concerningly skinny. You can see my rib cage really well. You can see all of my bones really well. If I knew, I'm not gonna lift my shirt and show you. I was about to say like maybe I'll show you, but like you can. I don't know how well this will come up, but you can see like my knuckle bones through my things, which is really weird. You can see my veins really easily. Uh, so yeah, imagine how easy you can see my ribcage bones. Yeah, so hopefully the growth spurt is outwards, not tall. but that's something to note. And then today I've just been mostly trying to help my friend because her and her girlfriend broke up, which is really upsetting. Um, Mutual, but it's been a bit of a weird one. So I don't fully know how to help in this situation, but I've just been kind of trying. I've just been there. And I've just been trying to help. I don't know how to because she keeps asking me for my honest opinion and what I would do, but I don't want to tell her what I would do because, well, number one, I don't have a very good relationship with a girlfriend. If it was down to me, I would just, whoa, that's a joke. But that is true. I don't have a very good relationship with her girlfriend. Number two, this is not my decision to make. um, and I have just kind of told her, just do whatever is right with you. You're the only one who knows what you need. You need to do that. First step. I know it's difficult, but if you think you need to get rid of her, then you need to get rid of her. Probably not fully, like you love each other, Like, just be friends. And I know that's not easy, but like, first step's hardest one. After the first step, it's okay. You just need to know where you're going first in order to get going. And that's just mostly what I've said to her. I don't know how much I'm helping. Which also reminds me, I feel like a reoccurring thing for this thing is where at the end I'm gonna finish with Sunday. Then last time I had a massive rant at the end about about wanting to do creative things. Which, by the way, I figured out I'm doing YouTube, obviously, because that's all I've got to my name. Drawing was not working out, but I have got ideas of what I want to do with YouTube, and I'm about to pop off. You need to have faith in me. I'm gonna pop the fuck off. It's gonna be really good. I just need to get used to what I'm about to be doing. But yeah. But if we're just gonna have a mini rant at the end of these, then that'll be fun. But reminds me, because I'm helping with this breakup, but it reminds me that I've listened to too much stuff about relationships. Reminds me of a thing I had a conversation with another friend about. They were in a relationship. They used to tell me too much. I've never understood it. You know, it got to a point where like I had to sit down and have a conversation with them, and it's like, hey, I appreciate this is something that happens between you two, but like, stop telling me about your freaky time. Please. You know, like me, I'm very inexperienced with relationships. I've been in one proper one, saw her once in that time, and that was 3 years ago. Uh, I haven't even had a first kiss yet. I'm behind. So I can't really speak about this because I haven't experienced anything close to that. But I like to imagine if I ever had anything like that, I'm not gonna go running to my friends telling them about it. Because, like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I wouldn't tell people about freaky time. I've had too many friends tell me too many things, and it spooks me a little bit. I've had friends ask me for condoms. Why am I gonna have those? Like, do you know who I am? Why am I, of all people, the person you ask for that? You know who I am? Like, I learned too much about some relationships recently. I know too much about some relationships. Just all time, I know too much about people's relationships. I feel like people like telling me things because I'm a very secretive person. Well, not secretive, like I tell people things. Well, I don't tell people everything about myself, obviously. And like there are things I keep to myself, but I'm a secretive person as in I keep other people's secrets. Like people feel very comfortable telling me things, for better or for worse. I oh, I know too many things about people, and like some of it's not even that bad. Some of it's just like small things. And you've got too much about freaky time, and I don't like it. Like, think of think of me as your parents. Don't tell me thing. Don't tell me the things you would feel comfortable telling your parents about your relationship. except a little more loose, because I get like you're more comfortable with friends than you are with your parents, with telling people about things. But like, there has to be a boundary at some point, you know? Don't tell me about stuff. That's a no. That's a no. Like, I'm okay with semi freaky, but I don't need to know bad stuff. I don't need to know some. There's a boundary. There is a boundary. Like, you get what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe this is just because I've never experienced anything like this. Maybe I'm just pure. I'm pure, yeah, okay. Um, that's not a yeah, okay, as in like I'm actually the complete opposite in secret. I just don't tell anyone. I am pure, but that's not by choice. What it is, I don't. Okay, well, okay. Lay a boundary. I'm ugly, and no one wants me. I would not be freaky. I don't think. I don't think I'm that kind of person. Yeah, that's that boundary. That's that boundary. And if anything ever did happen with me, I'm not gonna go tell people. I'm not gonna go tell people. Like, do you get what I mean? Yeah, but it's okay. Um, Relationships are weird, especially in college. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's really scary because I've been having conversations with people, and like, I keep being told, oh, such and such likes you, such and such likes you, and it's like, I don't fucking believe you. I feel like I'm doing it to myself a little bit because, like, I think it would be nice to be with someone, but like, I really just don't notice signs when they come at me, and that's probably my worst issue. I just block the signs out because I don't like being delusional. I don't like thinking there's a chance of something when there's not. So I just kind of ignore things because I feel like it's not actually that. But then apparently it is. Um, yeah, I don't know. But college has been interesting. Apparently some people like me. Do I really like them? No. Um, See, I did have one interest. It was a girl in my psychology class. But I just kind of figured that out. I just kind of sat there and thought about it for a little bit. After a bit, and I kind of figured out, oh, I don't actually like this person like that. I think they're just a cool person who I want to be friends with. So I had that realization, and I kind of want to be friends with her, but I feel like it's a bit awkward. I don't just want to like go become friends with this random person. So I have just kind of given up with that. Um, I doubt college is where I'm gonna find someone. I'm literally just waiting. Well, I'm not waiting. I don't fucking know. I'm falling. I don't know. It's a bit scary. I don't like asking people. I don't think I've asked someone out in genuine years. Years. And I doubt that's gonna change. But yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, so that's where we're at because I do dumb shit like this. Yeah, I mean, I had a conversation with my friend, and he was like, "Well, there's so many people at college. You're bound to be someone's type." Whose type? Whose type? Okay, let's describe myself for a sec. I'm tall. I'm really skinny. I've got longish hair. I've got big ears. A big forehead. No style. I'm awkward. I'm not sure what else I have going for me. But that's me. Who likes that? I don't know. But yeah, it's an interesting one. But the main part of this talk is just please stop telling me about your freak sessions because I don't like it. Oh, that was cold. Oh, oh, okay, that's okay. Uh, Stop telling me things. How long have I been recording for? If it would move, that would be very. Okay, wow. 41 minutes. Wow, okay. Um, that's okay. That is okay. Okay, yeah, I can deal. I can deal with that. It's okay. But the issue at college is also there's no guys I want. I swing both ways. Do you know the boys at the boys at college, the dudes at college, not the boys, but the guys at college. I don't know if anyone would agree with me, but there's a spectrum. Roadmen or just very scary. And I'm not sure who the in between is. There are some people in the in between, but I know there's no chance with those. So, I know one guy at college who I would absolutely be down bad for if I had the chance. And he's a guy in my psychology, and he's really cool. Yeah. Well, actually, two people in my psychology. There's two cool guys. But yeah, that's that situation. How many cool people in total is there at college? I'm gonna be honest, not that many. My friends were all making a big deal of, wow, college is gonna bring so many new chances, so much huzz. And it's like, then everyone got together, and so it was just kind of like me, who was like, what the fuck? And apparently everyone else can find people. Everyone else has gotten together. What am I doing? I'm literally sat here. I'm not sat. I'm stood right now. But like, what am I doing at college? I'm not talking to people. I'm not finding people. I'm not doing anything interesting. I'm eating and I'm doing work all the time, and it's pissing me off. But it's okay, because what have I done at college so far? I've made a friend, my own friend. No one else has her. I've made my own friend without the help of anyone else. My own friend. uh, I got an A in my film assessment. That's about it. I've not done a lot at college. Oh no. I'm really in for it, aren't I? Okay, hear me out. I'm 17 in 2 months. Maybe 17 is the time I I actually have a good relationship. Maybe I get into a relationship and actually have a good one. This is probably what 17 is going to be spent trying to do. Lock it in, we're doing that. And if not 17, then 18. And if not 18, then 19. And if not 19, are we making it to 20? We'll have to see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm making it to 18. I'm 18 next year. I'm 18 next year. That's kind of crazy. I don't feel 18. I don't even know if I feel 16. And I'm fucking 17 in 2 months. It's terrifying. But I guess that's okay. I kind of hope I have a birthday in college. I know we I know we end this term, not this term, but I know we end for Christmas break on the 19th, so we don't make it to my birthday. My birthday is the 21st of December. So we don't make it to my birthday. Like, how many days have I had birthdays at school? I only remember having one. That was in year 10 of high school, which was, what, 2 years ago now? Yeah, 2 years ago. That's kind of crazy. That was not a very good birthday. I feel like my birthdays do get better though. I feel like my birthdays do get better. And I'm really glad I do, because I don't really do anything for my birthday. Because it's so close to Christmas, my family don't really, I don't get presents. Uh, what I do on my birthday is I get a happy birthday, I get cards, and I get a cake. And that is my birthday. It's just kind of a normal day, but I can just go downstairs and eat cake if I want. And I don't know how normal that is, because I was having I was having a conversation with Soph Oakden this week actually. I don't know when it was, but I didn't write it in my diary obviously, because I haven't talked about it until now. But I remember we were talking about it, and she was like, "What do you do on your birthday, Riley?" Because she was asking me if my parents mix my presents with my Christmas presents, or if I just get less presents on Christmas because yeah. Um but then I spoke to her, and I told her, like, yeah, I just get cards, happy birthdays, and the cake. She was like, that is a sad fucking birthday. I feel bad for you. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't really do anything, but it's been getting better. So year 9 goes back to as far as I can remember. Year 9, what did I do on my birthday? Can't really remember. Wasn't that memorable, which is a common theme. Year 10, we were in school, so I did get in-person happy birthdays, which was great. I remember I spoke to India at break time. I didn't see Kenzie at all on my birthday because he was too busy being down bad for a girl. So he actually didn't come and see me at all at any point on that day, which sucked. Uh, but I got a lot of birthday wishes. And then year 11, same again. I keep track of, this is gonna sound really sad, but I have like a part of my notes app where I have like birthday wishes 2024, birthday wishes 2023. It's like for people who wish me happy birthday. It's really stupid, but I just kind of like seeing it like grow every year. So I went, and last year it was the first time I actually had like a proper group of friends on my birthday. You know, I had literally like just gotten into this group of friends. Um, like I had just joined like a week before, and it was when I was starting to become like best friends with Soph, and that was probably my favorite birthday. Um, cause well, it wasn't my birthday; it was the day before my birthday. But I classed the day before my birthday as my birthday because I actually celebrated my birthday with my friends on that day. So like the day before my birthday, I saw everyone. It was the last day of school. I won like a raffle thing, so I had like a bag of like cool stuff. Um, and like Soph actually bought me like chocolate, and Soph bought me chocolate and a Dr. Pepper because she knew I liked Dr. Pepper. That's like the first time anyone has ever bought me anything. And it was cool. I liked it. And then my friend Eddie, he also bought me something for some reason. Took me by surprise, in fairness. We were sat in a prefect meeting because it was a Friday. Friday, 20th December, I think. We had a prefect meeting anyway. Um, but we were sat in the prefect meeting. I was sat there like, fuck, it's my birthday tomorrow. And Eddie was sat next to me because he always sat next to me during the meetings. And we were just talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my mum wanted me give you these for your birthday," and he just gave me this box of biscuits, and it was like sick. That's cool. Thank you. Uh, and you know, I thought that was a really successful day, and it was the first time I got a hug, which sounds really sad, but you know, it was when I was starting to become friends with Soph. You know, I had helped her through the October Canon event last year. I helped to get through a breakup, and we were just kind of like really good friends at that point. Like getting to the status of best friends, yeah. And you know, I remember we just walked out of school together, and we were just kind of talking to each other, and I was like talking about how we were going to Tom's house in a few days. And she was like, "Can I give you a hug?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." Um, I didn't know how to hug because I've never hugged anyone. By that point, like obviously now I can hug properly, but like when we first hugged, I was like really stiff with it, and I didn't know how to do it, which sounds really weird because you'd think 16 years old, you don't know how to hug someone. But yeah, that was nice. So I class that as my birthday, you know? And then my actual birthday, I got birthday wishes. It was nice. So yeah, that was nice last year. A lot has happened in this year. A bit too much, you might say. But it's been maybe my favorite year of existing, in fairness. I don't know why I'm having this conversation now. It's 2 months till my birthday. I've still got 2 months of stuff that could happen. But you know what's happened this year? What has happened this year? It's been like very eventful. uh Obviously I'm not gonna be able to like pull out like individual things. I mean, I went to my first party, New Year's party, which was fun. I got invited to a birthday party, which was cool. And this month I've actually been invited to another party, which is exciting. I am excited for that actually. I don't really know what I'm gonna do there. I am probably just gonna sit there awkwardly the whole night. I don't know how much I'm gonna drink. I don't think I'm gonna get drunk. I don't think I like the idea of getting drunk. I'm probably just gonna sit there. I'll drink a little bit because, like, when I drank with my friends before, I just drank until I was laughing a lot. That's probably the worst I'll get. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm excited for my birthday this year, though. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm saying as if anything different is gonna happen, but like, pardon me, but like, I just hope I get told nice things. Sounds sad, but I just want people to be nice to me, which I feel like is kind of for granted. You know, you don't usually have people being mean to you on your birthday, but you know, I do just kind of like having a day where people actually appreciate my existence. Um, but yeah, birthday. 17 is coming up. I feel like 16 has been pretty successful. Could be more successful in fairness. I don't know how I'm going to make it any better in these last 2 months. Uh, I'll figure out ways. Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe. Who knows? What time is it? Got college tomorrow. Oh, it's 11 p.m. Ooh, well, I may go now. Because now I need to go to bed. Well, I need to edit this, then post it, and then do all of that cool stuff. So I'm gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever you're having, and goodbye.